But that's central Jasper County.
All right, so what we'll do is we'll go back up there. But just know we are going to stay, we'll watch this very carefully. But we do need to go back up here to Jasper County right now. And let me see. That was from earlier today. Let me hit the home button and go back to where we need to be right now. So we are still watching that area of rotation. And look at this, Rex. Look at how bowed out that area up here towards Jasper County has truly become.
Oh, yeah.
That is this is what we call a bow echo. And you can get tornadoes like that. What's happening is you have a big inflow jet coming in from the backside of the storm. And you have very strong winds coming in from the backside. They're shooting down from the top of the atmosphere and are physically bowing out the line of thunderstorms. So they're physically pushing the thunderstorms outward. This is the spot that's going to have some very strong straight line winds. It is also the spot we're watching for the potential of a tornado, because when you get a strong inflow jet like that, it causes the air to kind of whoosh around, and you get little vortices that form on the sides of this. So this is the area, rightly so, that has the tornado warning. So Paulding, you need to be in your safe spot. Heidelberg, I would be in your safe spot too, even out towards Rose Hill. But I'm going to tell you, outside of the potential for a spin-up tornado, this has a very strong hallmark to me of a place that's going to have some very strong straight line winds. So Paulding, even if you don't see a tornado, you're going to see some very, very strong winds coming in with this thunderstorm. And this is probably one of the stronger straight line wind signatures I've seen in quite a little bit. But again, tornado warning in effect for portions of Jasper County and into Clark County as well. We're monitoring this one right now. And Rex, you said there's nothing like on the ground with this or anything.
Nothing indicated on the ground yet. It's all tornado, radar indicated.
All right, so if there was going to be anything on the ground, let me show you where it's going to be. It's going to be either here or it's either going to be here. So basically, Paulding, you need to be in your safe spot. There's kind of two little suspect areas to me along that line. And both of those make sense to be there because you got that very strong rear inflow jet coming into the thunderstorm, and that's physically pushing the thunderstorms out of the way as it moves through, and it causes that big bowing segment. So we're watching that threat very carefully. Paulding, you need to be into your safe spot right now. But of course, we gotta bounce back between two areas of rotation. I will say, though, right now, Rex, at least to me, this does not look as strong as it did when it was back over towards Marion County.
Pickwick.
Out towards Pickwick.
I honestly think Marion County's out of danger.
Yeah, and that's a good point, Rex. I'm glad you brought that up, because the rotation now is wholly in Lamar County. They have not clipped the warning yet. They're kind of busy, so they haven't.
Well, they actually just expired the warning for Covington and Marion County.
Okay. For Covington County?
Covington and Marion County.
Okay.
They've expired a severe thunderstorm warning. So
right.
There's still, I think, a tornado warning for extreme eastern Marion County.
There is. But
it all appears to be moving into Lamar County now.
Yeah, really, the rotation to me, it's out here towards Lamar County. And if I was to get right on top of it, we're talking out here. Purvis to Olo Road is right where the rotation is right now. With this storm. It is moving off towards the northeast. So Nobles Road, Old Highway 24, that's where the lower elementary school is out here once you get closer to Old 11, Old 24. That's where the upper and lower elementary schools are. So we're talking about maybe about 10 miles away from there right now. It's still on the western end of the county, but it's definitely moving into a much, much more populated area, especially once it gets towards Oak Grove. Definitely a much more populated area. No, I'm good, Zach. Thank you, though. But we're definitely going to watch this, and it's still moving east at 55 miles an hour. Is that what you said?
I think they've actually slowed the forward movement to 40 miles per hour.
Okay.
Northeast at 40.
So they're saying now 40 miles per hour with that storm. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to change our track here. I'm going to slow it down to 40, and then we're going to draw. All right, so here we go. Of course, it's right in the middle of the way, so I'm going to drag it to the other side. And there you go. So here's what we're looking at, folks. We are watching this area of rotation. It's currently sitting right here. and it's going to be heading off towards the east, northeast at 40 miles an hour. So we're talking Bellevue at 750. We're talking Oak Grove at 752. West Hattiesburg at 755. 757 around Turtle Creek Mall. 802 for the downtown city of Hattiesburg, and out towards 807 for Petal. So this is the area of rotation that we are watching right here. And they just updated that tornado warning, Rex. I just saw the polygon jump.
They canceled the tornado warning for Marion County. They continued the tornado warning for Lamar County, for Forest, Lamar. Let me get to the text data right quick.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. The tornado warning for northeastern Marion County is canceled. Let's see, the tornado warning is in effect until 8:15 for northern Forest and northern Lamar counties. Areas included will be Hattiesburg and Oak Grove around 7:45, West Hattiesburg and Raw Springs around 7:50, Petal around 7:55, and Macedonia around 8 o'clock.
All right, so...
And now it's moving at 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's sometimes a problem with some of these storms, Rex, is that they just they slow down and speed up.
Yeah.
And so they've just updated that tornado warning there. I'm looking at this on the analyst to make sure I'm not missing anything new. I'm definitely seeing a lot of strong winds with this. There is the shear, but the good news is I'm not seeing any debris with this right now. So if there is any good news, there is just no debris with this storm. But you can definitely see where it would be. It's out here towards 589 and getting out towards Old 24. So we're talking getting closer now to Oak Grove lower and upper elementary schools out there on the west side of the community. So it's not that far away. I'm going to put a different path cast on this. We're going to track it for you. And this is one thing I want to show you. This is still heading to Hattiesburg. So it is now time for Hattiesburg to start getting into your safe spot, especially if you live really close to the interstate and east of the interstate. The time has now come for that because this storm is still moving off towards the north and east. And actually, I need to redraw this because Rex told me that they sped up the timing. So I'm going to speed up the timing with that as well and then redraw it here. What's that going to be, Rex?
If this is a brand new one, let's see. Tornado warning now in effect until 8:15 for, let's see, we'll be near Rock Hill around 7:45, McLaurin around 7:55.
Okay, so this is going to be a new tornado warning that's coming out.
That's capable of producing tornado was near Purvis, or 15 miles southwest of West Hattiesburg, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour.
Okay. So
that's a brand new one.
Yeah, that's going to be a brand new tornado warning. We're going to talk about that in a second. If you just saw while Rex was talking, I had a little bit of a smirk. It was because Rachel texted me and told me she was in her safe spot. So I feel really good now. I feel like I can concentrate on this a little bit better. But Oak Grove, you are in the path of this storm. It'll be getting there here in about 8 minutes at 7:49. The west side of Hattiesburg around 7:51. Into the city of Hattiesburg at around 7:56. USM at 7:55. Glendale at 7:58. And Petal at 8 p.m. So this is the rotation that's coming into the city of Hattiesburg right now. Now we need to focus down into that area that we just had the new tornado warning come out for, which is down here kind of south of Purvis. So it's kind of between Purvis and Lumberton at the moment. And let's look at it on velocity. Yep, you can see where the area of rotation is. It's currently sitting right here. It's just to the southwest of town, so it's right here, and it's moving off towards the north and east at about the same speed as the other one, about 45 to 55 miles an hour. So it's right now, it's in Purvis right now. It'll be moving over towards Dixie at 7:53. It'll come into McLaurin at 7:57, Camp Shelby 7:58. 4 points at 8:01, and if it does hold together, the Sunrise community, which is just south of Petal, by 8:03. So this is what we were looking at right here. We got two areas of rotation that we're watching. And we also got a third one up there towards the north, but there hasn't been anything new come out with that third tornado warning that's up into portions of Jasper County, right, Rex?
No, I think that's probably moving into Clark County now.
It is, and as you can see, very strong. This right here is, I mean, you have your area of rotation here, but you also have very strong winds physically pushing. It is like just that thunderstorm is bulging from all those very strong winds. If we have 80-mile-an-hour winds, it's right here near Paulding at 503. This area is definitely a very strong damaging wind segment to me. You can kind of see that because it's causing that storm to not be linear. It's causing it to bow out. It's like a ceiling tile that has a ton of water behind it just ready to pop. That's basically what that segment looks like. We're watching that one carefully. Laurel, you're seeing a lot of heavy thunderstorms at the moment, but of course we're still watching that area of rotation. It is now coming into Oak Grove. One thing I want to do now is flip back over to our sky cam out at Petro Nissan.
Yeah, go to Petro. That's the best one.
And right now we got a lot of heavy rain falling out there at the moment. And as I said, if we do have a tornado, it's rain wrap. So it's going to be a miracle if we can even see it. But we are still watching. We're looking southwest. Again, we're looking back over here. This would be over here towards Temple Baptist Church. The Oak Grove High School is right here. There's the water tower there. And there's two towers. One of them belongs to, I think, WSM and the other station across town. I'm not going to name names, but you know if you know. And this right here is an area that we're looking at. This would be where the rotation is, but like I said, it is really rain wrapped, so you're not going to see it. A lot of heavy rain continuing to fall right now, and a ton of lightning is falling, occurring with this thunderstorm as we look off towards the southwest. Again, that's looking from Oak Grove. Look at the winds right now, gusting up to 54 miles an hour. That's some very strong winds now coming in to that side of Hattiesburg. So this is nothing to mess around with. Definitely, even if there is no tornado, I wouldn't want to be standing next to a window with that kind of stuff going on. So yes,
they did say just a few minutes ago in the Weather Service chat, the Lamar force circulation is very solid, may be producing at this time.
Okay. All right, and I would agree with that. I'm gonna flip over to velocity, and I'm gonna show you why. It's just a tight couplet right here. So I'm looking at it's right now. If it was anywhere, it's going to be between Cole Road and Old Highway 11, south of 98. So
yeah.
We're talking right here, right at Temple Baptist Church. If it is doing anything, it's right there.
That should go right through West Hattiesburg.
Yeah, it's going to go right through West Hattiesburg, Oak Grove High School. You're in the path of the storm. Oak Grove Library, the tag office, Lincoln Road. Basically, whole 98. You need to be at your safe spot now from Lake Serene all the way to the interstate because this is where the area of rotation is definitely the strongest to me right now. And I'm going to look at this kind of behind the scenes. I want to make sure of what I'm looking at right before I do say anything. And I'm looking at the storm right now. It's definitely very strong on rotation.
You need to switch back over to that Petro Skycam.
Okay.
This is amazing.
All right, so let's flip over to the Skycam because Rex saw something. What was it that you saw?
It's just blowing wind.
Wow.
And rain.
Yeah, you're right, Rex. It's right here. So we're right on the leading edge of everything. This is right on the leading edge of this line of storms, and you're seeing just a lot of gusty winds coming in to the southwest side of Hattiesburg, and right now 73 degrees. Winds are a little bit lower than they were earlier. They were gusting as high as 55 miles an hour, now down to 37. But I mean, when you get these reports, sometimes it's a little bit delayed. But you can see a lot of heavy rain, a lot of gusty winds. Look at the raindrops just streaking across the windows, or across the lens of our camera here. So nothing to mess around with here right now. A very dark sky as we look off towards the south and west. Again, this is Petro Nissan. We're looking back towards Temple Baptist Church. We're looking back towards Oak Grove High School, the stadium, all in that little area there of Old 11. That's where we're looking at. And as you can see, the trees are just blowing very strong out there, and we got a lot of heavy rain. Rex, if you see anything fishy with that, come back to me.
Well, I will.
But the area of rotation right now, it's right on top of Oak Grove. It's right here on top of Oak Grove. And one thing to note is this right here. It's right here. So if we're going to see it, it's going to be right around the high school, right around the library. right there in kind of the core part of town. So Old Highway 24, Old Highway 11 in that kind of area right now. So this is moving into the west side of Hattiesburg now. So areas along Lincoln Road, you need to go ahead and be getting into your safe spot now. Lincoln Road, Oak Grove Road, out towards Hartsville Road, Weathersby Road. I know there's the fire station. There's the sheriff's station right here as well on the south side of it. I'm sure they're taking shelter. Oak Grove Road, Lincoln Road, even out towards the interstate. You need to be in your safe spot right now because the area of rotation is sitting right here. It's right near the high school, and it is moving off towards the east at about 55 miles per hour. One thing to note, I'm not seeing any signs of rotation at the moment with this with this one signature, but we're still watching it very carefully at the moment. I want to also focus on the area of rotation that is just south of Hattiesburg. This just now crossed I-59. It's now in Forest County. It's out here towards the Brown Bridge community. So Browns Bridge Road, there's the fire station. It's right here. And then you go around the curve and you're on Browns Bridge Road and it eventually turns into the Boys Road. And this right here is coming into the southern portion of Forest County. So we're getting close to Camp Shelby. So if you're out towards Anderson Road, Highway 49, and I'm going to zoom out and look what's there. McLaurin and Camp Shelby, right here in the path of this second area of rotation, which is now south of Hattiesburg. So we're just now south of Dixie, just south of Dixie, but we're coming up on Paul B. Johnson State Park, McLaurin, and out towards Camp Shelby. And so I hope Camp Shelby is taking their tornado safety precautions with this storm. Definitely has the rotation, and it is moving off towards the north and east. Rex, I heard something new coming out. What's that?
That's for northwest George and Perry County and central Greene County. And it's Stone County. That's not for us.
Okay.
And maybe for Wayne County.
All right. Back on the first tornado warning that we broke in, or the second one, it's going to be this one. It's now moved into Clark County, so we're now tossing the baton to our sister station, WTOK. It's right now on top of Shuta. If you want more coverage, since it's moving out of our core county, tune in to them.
All right, hold on.
Okay.
This is a tornado warning, continues. Let's see, 7:51, that's just now. A tornado warning remains in effect until 8:15 for eastern Forest and east central Lamar counties. The possible tornado moving 9 miles south of Hattiesburg, moving northeast at 45. And the areas in danger will be McLaurin around 7:55 and Sunrise around 8:05. If you look at that Petro Skycam, that's just insane.
All right, we're going to go ahead and pull that up right now. That Petro Skycam that Rex was talking about. So here we are. We're looking out here, and look at how heavy the rain is right now. This is some very strong winds, and the rotation now is just past it. But look at how strong the winds are just blowing those raindrops right now. Winds gusting to 37. I'm pretty sure it's gusting higher than that because these stations only send out a report every couple of minutes. But you get the idea. Some very strong winds now moving into the south side of Hattiesburg. And they're definitely seeing the brunt of this thunderstorm at the moment. Another camera we can go to is going to be our other camera out in Hattiesburg. Of course, the camera that has a good shot of a pole. Of course, where I need to point it at, but you can still see.
Look at the lightning.
Sheets of rain coming in with this storm. You can also see a lot of lightning as we look off towards the west right now. So we're definitely keeping a close eye on that. I'm hearing the new. Sounds like a severe. I hear 3 buzzers.
This is for Clark and Jasper.
All right, so that's going to be for Clark and Jasper County. All right, so we're going to keep a close eye on that. I want to go back to the velocity mode because what you can see here is the 2 parts of the storm that we're tracking. So the first area of rotation just south of Dixie. The second area of rotation right now is along 98 in Oak Grove. So it would be right now on top of Petro Nissan. So these are the 2 areas of rotation. One is moving over the city of Hattiesburg. The other one just east of Hattiesburg. The second one is about to move over Paul B. Johnson State Park. It'll be moving out towards McLaurin and out towards Camp Shelby as well. But of course, the biggest one that I'm still more concerned about because it's moving over more people is the one that's on the west side of Hattiesburg at the moment. So we're watching this one very carefully right now and as everything kind of moves off towards the east. So the area of rotation right now would be right on top of 98. We're talking about areas around Jackson Road.
This is a tornado warning for Jones County.
Okay, so
until 9 o'clock.
All right, so what they're doing is they're issuing a tornado warning now for Jones County. This would be for us here at the TV station, of course, for everything that is going on. I'm going to flip it back over because the radar is looking a little messed up, but you get the idea.
They said it will be near East Tabuchi by 8 o'clock, Moselle around 8:05, Laurel, Ellisville, Ovette by 8:15, Tucker's Crossing by 8:20, and Mill Creek around 8:30.
All right, so the area of rotation right now is back here. It's on the west side of Hattiesburg, and it's going to be coming over to TV station. So right now at 7:54, it's right on top of Wesley Medical Center, Turtle Creek Mall as well. It'll be moving over USM, so all the college kids out at Southern Miss, you need to be in your safe spot now. You should have been there about 5 to 10 minutes ago. Glendale at 7:59, Eatonville at 8:01, Leeville at 8:03. Here at the TV station at 8:05, 8:09 in Moselle, and 8:16 out in Johnson. And it looks like they just updated that tornado warning, Rex, and they pulled Lamar County out of it. Is that correct?
Yes. It cancels tornado warning for Lamar County.
Okay, so the good news here now, Lamar County, all clear. Rachel, you're all clear. You can come out of the closet now because the warning has been trimmed out of Lamar County. Lamar County is no longer under that tornado warning anymore, but the new tornado warning is now for portions of Jones County. So we're talking here at the TV station, Moselle, Union, Johnson, Ellisville, Glade, Laurel, Myrick, and Ovette. Basically, almost 2/3 of the whole Jones County is under that tornado warning. And of course, the city of Hattiesburg, Raw Springs, Petal, you're under that threat as well with that line of storm. So definitely you need to be taking this very seriously at the moment. The area of spin is now over Raw Springs. It's right here.
It's moving northeast at 50.
It's moving northeast at 50, so it'll be at the TV station here at 8:02. So everyone here at the TV station, non-operational personnel, I would recommend go ahead and getting into your safe spot. Basically, if you're not needed to keep us on the air, you need to go ahead and get into our safe spots, which are designated throughout the building. We'll stay here. We're technically in a safe spot, but I got another one just on the other side of this wall. So when the time comes, we'll walk over to the other room, and we'll be good, and we'll still be able to broadcast to you. But non-essential personnel at the moment here at the TV station, if you're not essential to keeping us on the air, you need to go ahead and get into the safe rooms right now. So this storm just crossed over the Bowie River here at Raw Springs. It just crossed over now, and it's right now over the Evelyn Gandy exit. So that's where it's sitting. So everybody knows where the exit 69 to Evelyn Gandy. They just finished that beautiful new bridge over there and redesigned the interchange. That's where the storm is sitting at right now. It is continuing to move off towards the northeast, and it's doing so at a very brisk pace.
50 miles per hour.
50 miles per hour. So it'll be coming into East Tabuchi here at about 8 o'clock. The TV station at 8:02, Union at 8:07, and Benson at 8:11. So this right here is going to be, it's now north of the Hattiesburg proper. Hattiesburg proper is down here. This is technically outside of the city limits because I think the Bowie River is the city limits for Hattiesburg.
It looks like it's going to miss Petal, too.
Yeah, I think it's going to miss Petal, except for maybe if you have, well, you probably have an East Tabuchi address up here, but you get the idea. The actual Petal proper is here. The rotation is here. This is moving northeast, so it's going to go just to the north of town. But if you live on 11 north of Petal, kind of around East Tabuchi, you need to be in your safe spot.
Pat, you just hit it on the head. It says North Forest and South Jones, decent circulation. It is tight at I-59 and at the Evelyn Gandy Parkway.
Yep. So we got very tight rotation right now. We're staring down the barrel of the gun here at the TV station. We're going to stay here as long as we can. And the good news is that on the other side of this green screen is our safe room. So I can literally walk 18 steps and we'll be good to go whenever the time arrives. But very tight rotation right now sitting at the Evelyn Gandy Parkway interchange exit 69 with I-59. So the area of rotation is on top of the interstate. Rex, they have not mentioned anything about any debris signatures with this, correct?
Nothing yet, but it's still moving northeast at 50. So it won't be long. We'll be under the gun here.
Yeah, as you can see, East of Butchie, 803, the TV station, 804, Union, 809, 813, coming up towards Benson. So this right here is a very serious situation. It's going to be crossing over Monroe Road. Of course, Monroe Road is a little odd because it goes north, then it goes west, then it goes up and around the area. But here's Monroe Road, that skinny black line. That's Monroe Road. Monroe's road's exit is exit 73, which is right here along the county. And then everything kind of moves off towards the north and east. And I'm going to tell you, Rex, that is some very, very heavy rain falling here at the
Oh, yeah. You look at that couplet, possibly.
Yeah, look at that couplet, Rex. That is very tight. I will definitely say that. That is a tight couplet as it sits there right now. And in fact, I'm going to look at it on the other side of the radar just to double check, make sure we're not seeing anything kind of sketchy. I'm not seeing any signs, like you said. I'm not seeing anything at the moment saying there's debris with it, but it's definitely got a strong couplet with this storm. So we're watching everything at the moment. Don't want to forget about the people down there in Southern Forest County, and we'll quickly talk about you. Your area of rotation is not as strong, and it's now over Camp Shelby. So basically, Lee Avenue is on post out there towards Camp Shelby, and that's about to be crossing over Highway 98. Of course, that's not very. The rotation with that is really weakened, but the strong area of rotation right now is just to the south here of the TV station, and this is it. This is where, if there is going to be a tornado, it's going to be between I-59 and it's going to be between I-59 and the Leaf River, which is this blue line right here, this blue squiggly line. That is the Leaf River. So basically, about 2 miles south of East of Butchie. This will be crossing Highway 11 at East of Butchie. So right around East of Butchie, of course, there's Max. There's also the East of Butchie Baptist Church, and of course the railroad crossing on the other side of 11. So basically, East of Butchie, you need to be in your safe spot right now. Same thing for everybody in Leeville. You got to be into your safe spot immediately. This storm still has a very strong area of rotation. Right now, Rex, I think the area of rotation is going to go just south of the TV station, but I mean, it's a close call for us here right now. So we're watching everything very carefully. A live look at what's going on. Southern Pine electric radar showing that area of rotation right now. About to cross over Highway 11. I think it's going to go right at or just south of East of Butchie, and it's going to be crossing right here near Leeville Road, Rex. So this right here is definitely a very strong. It's a stronger signature that we normally would see for a squall line. It's not the strongest, but as I've been saying, Rex, it's definitely a decent signature, and it's definitely tight.
Yeah, there's not confirmed reports of a spotter, 2 spotters, I think. They're saying that there's possible a tornado crossed somewhere west Hattiesburg in Lamar County. Tree and road, limbs the size of wrist down. Appears a tornado crossed here. And there's another report coming from, I can't mention the guy's name, but he's 1 mile west-southwest of Petal, and a funnel cloud appears to be 2 to 3 miles to his northwest, which would be towards us.
Yeah.
Maybe southwest of us.
Yeah, so there's obviously we're getting some reports of funnel clouds with the storm right now. And that's right now where the rotation would be, is right on top of East of Butchie. I hear the rain. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going through the speakers. I hear the rain right now.
I can hear it too.
It's pounding. It's pounding. It's heavy. I would not be surprised. The only problem is that you're not going to be able to really see this at the moment because, of course, it is rain wrapped. So, I mean, this is on the backside of the storm. There's a lot of heavy rain with this, and I hear the siren going off in the background.
Yeah, I got it right now. They have canceled the tornado warning for Lamar County, but it does continue for Forest County. Let's see. A tornado warning remains in effect until 8:15 for northeastern Forest County. And they'll probably extend it into Jones County any time now. Yeah. They said a severe thunderstorm possibly producing a tornado was located near Sunrise or 7 miles southeast of Petal, moving northeast at 60.
At 60 miles an hour, right?
Yeah.
So that's that other one that we were just...
Yeah, that's another one.
So the storm that's right now on top of East of Butchie, it's here. It's going to go just south of the TV station. That's why I'm still standing here. But it's getting ready to move towards Union 809. I got a good friend, Zach Sanford. He's a firefighter for Union. So I'm sure he's on standby right now. And then eventually it'll be heading out towards Johnson at 8:15. So basically the southern portion of Jones County is under that warning right now and under the gun of this threat. Now, if you live out here towards the airport, the Laurel Hattiesburg Regional Airport over here around exit 76, I think it is, you're fine. The threat's east of you, and this is now east of the interstate. But you need to be into your safe spot still if you live east of the interstate around, especially east of Butchie and down towards Union. The other area of rotation that they were talking about, Rex, you said it was out towards Sunrise?
Yeah.
All right, so their other area of rotation they're talking about would be out here. But then again, that is not a very strong-looking couplet to me in my eyes with this. But, I mean, you can see where the area of rotation would maybe be right here around Sunrise as it stands right now. So we're talking out towards Cartersville Road, towards the Sunrise community, getting close to Sunrise Road. That's way out there. That's way out the Evelyn Kennedy Parkway, even out past the high school. But still, it's something that needs to be watched. We got people that live there, so Sunrise, and eventually, if this holds together, coming up towards Runnelstown here, probably within the next 10 to 15 minutes.
They are saying Perry County update winds to 70 miles per hour likely, with Boeing segment about to move through Belleville to New Augusta. Take shelter immediately if you're in the path of the storm.
Okay, so they're saying gusty winds. Yeah, this is a Boeing segment again. Like I was showing you earlier with the other storm, this is a Boeing segment. So what you're seeing here is the strong gusty winds coming in on the backside of the thunderstorm, and they're physically pushing out that thunderstorm. And what happens when you have that, you get little curlicues that form on the outside of the storm, and that's basically what we're looking at right here. So we get strong gusty winds. This would be your low-level jet just forcing its way through that line. And what happens on the outsides of it, you get little vortexes. One goes one way, one goes the other way, and the one that goes the other way is usually counterclockwise. And that's actually right where that rotation is near Sunrise, as they were saying earlier. So this right here is getting close, moving into portions of Perry County. Obviously, with the fact that the Weather Service in Mobile, which has jurisdiction over Perry County, has not issued a tornado warning for them, it does appear to me that that threat is lowering, and it's not as strong as it was, say, 5, 10, 15 minutes ago. But still, this is nothing to mess around with out towards Runnelstown, Highway 29. Even winds as high as 70 miles an hour can still cause some pretty significant damage.
They got a thunderstorm warning in effect for that area, for Green, Perry. Well, here comes something else. Let me see.
Okay.
The tornado warning now is in effect for Jones County. Let me get the data called up here right quick.
Okay.
This tornado will be near, this possible dangerous storm will be near Ellisville around 8:10, Laurel around 8:15, Tucker's Crossing around 8:20, and Sandersville and Mill Creek around 8:30.
All right, so basically the area that we're watching now, there's still officially a tornado warning for Forest County and the other one for Forest County, but the storm has moved out of Forest County.
I think we're done with that one.
Both storms have moved out of Forest County. It's just the Weather Service has not had time to clear them yet. So that's why they're still there and they're still flashing. But Jones County, that's a completely different story.
That is expired with Forest County.
All right, so they just expired one of the two for Forest County, which is good news. And I'm pretty sure it's the one that includes the city of Hattiesburg.
That's the one.
Because the rotation is up here towards Moselle and Union. And I'm going to tell you, the storm has just passed us, and it's pretty quiet now. It's really quiet. As you can see, just some light rain falling here at the TV station. It's not very noisy. It sounded very windy earlier.
No, it's actually a lot better than it was.
It's a lot quieter here, but it's areas around Moselle, Union, out towards Johnson. It's not that way. And I know the Weather Service keeps mentioning Laurel in their warnings. I think this is going to go east of Laurel.
I do too. I think it's more like Sandersville.
I mean, if I had to I would kind of agree. If I kind of had to say, pick a path, I would say south of Laurel. I would say south of the interstate, and it's going to head out towards Johnson. It's going to head out towards Tucker's Crossing. It's going to head out towards Crotts, and Glade would be in the path of the storm as well, even Myrick. So I think that may stay south of them. In fact, while we're talking about it, let's go ahead and call up their Skycam. So what we'll do now is we'll call up the Skycam in Ellisville. We're taking a live look out there right now. That one's focused towards the east, so let me walk over here and spin it around. By the way, if anybody's here in the station that's taking shelter, you can come out now. Our threat is now over, so that's a little bit of good news right there. All right, so let me swing the sky camera over at Jones College to the south. And, of course, it's really dark out there right now. Of course, there's not really a lot to look at just to the south of the college, but you get the idea. There's a lot of heavy rain falling out there. If we were to see anything, it's going to be hard to look at. One thing that I don't have to swing around is the camera up in Laurel, and what I'll do now is pick that one over here. So the camera in Laurel is sitting, it's pointing south. A lot of heavy rain, and this is a lot further away, but it's still inside that squall line that we're looking at. Currently, they are sitting there with some very gusty winds. A lot of heavy rain is falling out here in Laurel, and we have been seeing some flashes of lightning, but the bulk of the storm is way, way, way south of town. It's still halfway, it still has to go through half the county to get to y'all because Laurel's on the north side of it. So what we'll do is we'll flip back over to the Skycam. I want to look one more time from Ellisville before we go back to radar, because we're watching this, and as you can see, very dark, a lot of lightning with this storm, and a lot of heavy rain is currently falling. Winds right now gusting to 28 miles an hour in wind. Ooh, that was a nice little lightning strike there. And as you can see, they're getting a lot of lightning as we were to look towards the south. And again, if we were to see anything, this is the direction we need to look at, because this is where it's going to be going. And again, winds right now gusting to 28 miles an hour. We'll flip back over to the radar right now. Live look, Southern Pine Electric radar, get a little bit tighter. The area of rotation right now is on the Johnson community, and it is moving off towards the north and east. So we're talking around Johnson at 8:11. We're also talking around Crotts at 8:15, 8:19 out towards Tucker's Crossing, 8:20 towards Antioch, and eventually, if that was to continue on, Glade and Myrick, which is just beyond the banner here, you are in the path of the storm, so you need to be into your safe spot right now. That's where that area of rotation is, just to the south and east of Ellisville. It's going to go south and east of Ellisville, just to the south and east of the college, but it's still pretty close. So basically, if you live in the southeast part of Jones County, just south of Jones College, you need to be in your safe spot.
We do have a tornado warning for northern Perry County, southern Wayne County, and northern Greene County until 9 o'clock.
All right, so that's going to be...
that's near Richton at 8:15. Clare around 8:40, and Buckatana around 8:45.
All right, so what's happened here is the Weather Service in Mobile controls those counties. First things first, here's where the area of rotation is. So the area of rotation is right here near Runnelstown, and this is moving off towards the east. And how fast did you say it was moving, Rex?
The one I just told you about?
Yeah.
55 miles per hour.
So it's moving at 55 miles per hour, and it's basically heading towards Richton. You can see that little vortex. And by the way, this is the one we were just talking about 3 minutes ago, and I was saying because they hadn't issued a warning, I guess they don't think it's a big threat. They have issued a warning because they think it's ramped up a little bit. And now this is moving off towards the northeast. So Runnelstown, that 42 corridor between Runnelstown and Richton, you need to be into your safe spot right now. This thing is moving off towards the north and east at 55 miles an hour. And on that track, it'll head towards Richton, eventually coming into southern portions of Wayne County around Mulberry, Hollis Creek, Clara, Buckatana, and then eventually around state lines. So we're going to watch that area of rotation. Let me show you the portion of the county that's under that warning right now. There's a lot going on, so let me show you. All right. We got a new tornado warning down here, Rex, down in southern Forest County.
Let me see.
For down here around Carnes.
Yeah, matter of fact, I got it coming up right now. Hold on one second. Southeastern Forest County and southeastern Mississippi until 8:30. At 8:12, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Maxey, or 7 miles northwest of Wiggins, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. This dangerous storm will be near Brooklyn around 8:20.
So you can see the area of rotation. This is a lot closer to some of the radar sites. So you see that strong winds. You can see that S shape with this storm. So this is a new tornado warning. We actually just kind of discovered it by accident before the buzzer went off, Rex.
No doubt.
That was a little weird, but still. I'm glad we know about it, because this here is a nice little tight area of rotation, and truly maxi Carnes out towards 13. You need to be in your safe spot right now. This right here is a very dangerous storm. There is some pretty credible rotation with this right now. And how fast is that storm moving off, Rex?
Let me see. I think it's moving at 55 miles per hour.
So at 50 to 55 miles per hour, this is going to be coming into a maxi here in about 5 minutes. So Carnes, maxi, you need to be in your safe spot right now. You need to be in your safe spot immediately. I got a good friend down there, Brianna. You need to be in your safe spot. You live down in Carnes. You need to be in your safe spot. In fact, the area of rotation is right here near Grady Slade Road. And again, this is on the very south end of Forest County. So Hattiesburg, you're not in this. We're actually even further south than Brooklyn. So this is past Brooklyn, past Forest County Aggie High School. We're talking down here almost towards Stone County. Carnes, Maxie, you need to be in your safe spot right now. I think Fruitland, Fruitland Park's down here as well.
Yeah, the Weather Service says circulation in the South Forest has tightened, likely tornado.
Yeah,
Yep, you can see it there.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. They're right. Likely tornado. I would say that as well, because when you start getting that kind of colors, it's some very tight rotation. In fact, let's go ahead and do this. I cringe at what I'm going to see, because I'm afraid I might see a debris ball. Yep, there it is. There it is. All right, so we got a tornado on the ground down in southern Forest County. There is your debris ball, and it's right here. It's right here. It's about to cross State Road 13 at 49. So tornado on the ground right now in Carnes and Maxie. Again, this is southern Forest County, and there is your debris signature with this storm. So you need to be in your safe spot right now if you're in Maxie, because there it is. There's your debris ball with this storm. We now have a tornado confirmed on the ground. Again, this is the south side of Forest County. This is down here. We're probably only about 2 or 3 miles from the Stone County line, but we do have a likely tornado. In fact, we do have a confirmed tornado with that storm crossing over 49 at 13 there. So Maxie, Carnes, you need to be in your safe spot right now. Brianna, you better be in your safe spot right now. Rex, is there any new info coming?
Yeah, they're saying a TDS in South Forest County now, just south of Maxie crossing Highway 49, Highway 13. So obviously they know there's a tornado there.
Yep, and that's the area that I was just talking about right there. There is your debris signature. So we do have a tornado now on the ground. Again, this is way south. This is almost in Stone County. Forest County is a very long county, but it's sitting right there. In fact, let me zoom in, because we need to get street level with this one, folks. So it's right now near Corba Road, Camp Ida Road, out there towards 49, the intersection of 49 and 13. Tornado confirmed on the ground with this storm. You need to be in your safe spot right now, because here's your debris signature. It's right there. That is a live tornado that we are looking at on radar, and that tornado is now crossing State Road 13 at Corba Road, I would say maybe about a quarter of a mile. It's right around the bend from Highway 49. So this is about to cross 49. If you are on 49, you need to stop. You need to stop around Brooklyn, and you need to stop before Wiggins, because this is about to cross over right now. Again, tornado confirmed on the ground in southern Forest County out here near Carnes and Maxie. And this right here is out towards Corba Road. And the tornado is now crossing over Highway 49. So it is now moved off towards the north and towards the east. In fact, let me kind of get a little bit wider look. So it's now Maxie out here. It's out here, Maxie, out towards Moffett Road, and this thing is moving northeast at about 45 to 50 miles per hour. So you have your debris ball sitting right here, and again, tornado confirmed on the ground with this storm. You need to be in your safe spot right now if you are out here into portions of southern Forest County. Again, we're only about 3 miles from the county line, but tornado crossing Highway 49 near Carnes, near Maxey, and it is now heading over to CL Slade Road. And the other road, which is in the way right here. This right here is going to be Pap Armstrong Road, and this line right here is Old Highway 49. So we're south of the Aggie High School. We're south of Brooklyn. This right here is going to be on the southern end, but we do have a tornado now on the ground in southern Forest County. Now, we do got a lot going on tonight. We got several other warnings, so I'm going to go to those real fast, and then we're going to come back to that one because obviously that's the most pressing one. And they just issued a new tornado warning, the confirmed tornado with that one as well. But we do have those other areas of rotation. One area of rotation still moving through Jones County. As we look at it on radar, it's really not as strong as it was, say, about 10, 15 minutes ago. That's some good news. That's some really good news. The other warning that they issued on, it looks more straight line wind, but you can still get a little bit of couplet. And that right there would be areas around Richton, would be Richton. That's where the strongest area of winds and possible rotation would be. So this is now quickly moving through Perry County, and it is about to be moving into portions of southwestern Wayne County at the moment. But of course, the big story of the night is still this one storm down here. It's tightened up. Janice, you are the next in line with this storm. Janice, you need to be in your safe spot immediately for this tornado because not only are we seeing it, but it is on the ground right now out towards the Janice community. And this is something that you need to treat very seriously right now with that lowering of debris. Rex, are they saying anything new?
Yeah, they're saying a confirmed tornado was located over Maxey or 8 miles north of Wiggins, moving northeast of 50. So it'll be moving into Perry County very shortly, I think.
All right. Let me flip back over to something else I wanted to show you. So that area of rotation is very, very tight. If we look at it on shear, you can see some very strong shear, and you can see basically where this tornado is basically tracked with that shear product right here. So you can see that area of rotation, that's the rotational history over the last little bit. So basically it's been about through here, and it's right on top of Maxey right now. What I want to do now is flip over to analysts, and I want to get a little bit tighter on that because one thing that analyst here is showing me is that the area of rotation has now moved east of Carnes. Again, this is the debris signature, but if there is any bit of good news, is that with the new update, that debris signature is not showing up as well. So maybe that tornado has lifted. Maybe a little bit of good news for folks out here towards Janice. But I'm going to tell you, Maxey got hit hard, unfortunately, tonight. As you can see, that yellow dot moving across, that right there was a tornado that moved through earlier tonight towards Carnes. And it crossed right over Carnes Road, and it went right through Maxey. It is now lifted a little bit, but there's still a little bit of area that's kind of suspect to me. But it's still wrapped up. It's still tight. It still could produce another tornado. Again, this is now moving into southern portions of Perry County. So areas around Janice, you need to be in that safe spot right now. It's now east of Carnes. Carnes and Maxey, it's now east of you. It's actually moving into portions of Perry County right now. But there you can see, here's where Brooklyn is. Here's where the agricultural high school is. So this is very southern end of Forest County, but still nothing to mess around with tonight. This right here would be our first debris signature with this storm, and this is now moving into Mobile's jurisdiction. But as we look at some of the rotational products, you can see that green dot right there with some very strong rotation with this storm, and right as it moved over Maxey. So we saw some very strong winds with that. It did unfortunately produce a tornado. If there is any good news, you notice that with our wind shear product here, you don't see any of that bright green anymore. You're just back in here into the blue. So it's saying that the spin is not as tight or as strong as it was 10, 15 minutes ago, but still, I mean, it's right here, Janice. It's right here. It's coming straight for you. So, Janice, you need to be in your safe spot right now as this moves into southern portions of Perry County this evening. So nothing to mess around with right now at the moment. We're going to watch that carefully. Rex?
Well, things seem to be clearing up for us. Southwest Jones is clear. They just have lingering rain. Forest County's clear, Marion County's clear. So it's all moving kind of basically out of our viewing area now, which is great news.
Yeah, so you said they canceled the tornado warning in Jones. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it says Southwest Jones is in the clear.
Okay, good deal. We're still got that tornado warning that extends into portions of Wayne County. I don't want you to think we forgot about you. So southern Wayne County, we still got that tornado warning in effect. And that goes, basically includes the entire southern portion of the county. We're talking Mulberry, Hollis Creek, Clara, Robinson Junction, out towards Buckatana, Shakora, and State Line, even Waynesboro, you're in the path right now. But if we were to look at it on velocity mode, I want to show you this. It's not as intense as it has been. It's more of a straight line wind signature to me if I was to look at it, because once again, as I've been showing you earlier this evening, you got those strong winds coming on the backside of the thunderstorm, and it's that jet that's pushing the thunderstorm, causing it to bow out. They've issued a tornado warning because rightly so, you can get little vortices that form on the edges of where the storm is bowing out, like right here. But the storm it's got a lot of wind behind it. So I would say this, you're getting a lot of straight line wind right here out towards the Mulberry community, and that's crossing 42 now, and that's going to be heading towards Mulberry and moving into Wayne County very soon. Truly, I don't see any reason for Jones County to still be under this tornado warning. I'm not disrespecting the Weather Service. I'm just saying the rotation.
Well, they said the threat was over for a portion of the county. So.
And they just dropped it. So Jones County, you're in the clear now. So that's some really good news there. Perry County, the northern part, you'll be out of here in a second. But we're still watching it out here towards southern Wayne County. Again, though, the big story right now, it is this storm right here. It's this tornado warning that we're watching out here towards Greene and Perry County. This is an observed tornado, meaning we have seen the debris signature with it. It's moving out here towards Janus. So basically along Highway 29, State Road 29, Janus, you got to be in your safe spot right now. You got to be there, because this storm has produced a tornado when it was over Maxie about 5 to 10 minutes ago. As we look at it on velocity right now, it's not as tight as it was.
That's good news.
That is good news, but it doesn't mean that it's over. There's still some lofted debris, and even if we were to flip over to our analyst radar, and I need to put it back on the debris setting, you'll notice, I mean, you can still make out kind of where it is. It would be kind of right in here. I think most of that is just kind of lofted debris. But Janice, you still need to be into your safe spot right now. Rex, I just heard the siren go off.
Yeah, they're expiring tornado warnings for Forest County's been expired. Lowndes County's been, we don't control those counties, but Forest we do, and the tornado warning has been expired.
All right, well, that's a little bit of good news.
And Jones County's been expired. Let me check around and see what else. The only thing I think we got going on in our area is basically, what, Wayne County and Perry County?
Yeah. Let's see. I saw something that poked my eye, and I'm making sure.
I'm having a look at it, too. Let's see.
All right, because it's right here. So basically what I'm seeing here is this. And it always helps to kind of turn off the products because I got so much stuff going on. Right.
They just canceled the warning for Greene and Perry County.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Okay, so they canceled that tornado warning?
Yeah.
Okay.
It says Mobile cancels tornado warning for Greene and Perry County.
Okay, well, that's good news. I just saw it disappear. So what I was worried about was, you see this area of yellow here near Mulberry? I was worried it might be a debris signature, but one thing to note here is this. It does not match up with where our velocity is. So it's like ahead of here. So you can see it's ahead of Mulberry, but the actual rotation is still back here. So I got a little worried when I saw that, but it doesn't look like they're matching up. And you got to have that match up to have any concerns or problems right there. So we're still watching it. I'm just not seeing any kind of correlation there. So still a lot of gusty winds with this thunderstorm as it's now into Wayne County. Wayne County, you're our only tornado warning right now. The tornado warning out here towards Mulberry this evening. Hollis Creek, Clara, Robinson Junction, Shakora, Buckatana, and Waynesboro. Waynesboro, you're on the edge of this, but still, you get the idea of what we are talking about. So you got the area of rotation. It's right here, if it is there, near Mulberry, and a lot of strong winds with this thunderstorm as it races off towards the north and east. It's been a very kind of a weird day across the area. We started off with some very gusty winds when everything started, and we're still seeing very gusty winds as this line of thunderstorms rolls through the area. But as we take a wide look, I want to take a wide look and show you this. All right, so 8:28, that's our current time. And what you're looking at here is this. They have canceled this tornado warning down here. So that's some good news. They have canceled this tornado warning that's for Forest County. That's been canceled. It's just taking a moment to clear off from our products. The only tornado warning that we do have now is for this right here. And also the good news here is this. The squall line is now from Quitman down to Whistler, New Augusta, and Wiggins. So basically all of this area back here, you are in the clear. Hattiesburg, I-59, westward, Laurel, westward, you're done. Your severe weather threat is over. But along this line, it still continues here, and we're going to continue to see that threat continue, I would say at least for the next hour or so, and then it'll be moving into Alabama. But basically, if you live west of this line, your severe threat is over. It is done, and you are looking much, much better here across the area. But Rex, it's still a problem across a good chunk of the viewing area this evening, especially out in Wayne County.
I think Wayne County is about the worst county right now.
Yeah, Wayne County, you still got that area of rotation. And again, it's out here towards the Mulberry community, towards Hollis Creek. It's getting ready to cross State Road 63 right now out towards Camp 8 Road and 63. So we're talking out towards the Mulberry community. If there is rotation, the rotation is just not very strong with it, it's going to be right in that area.
Yeah, they said about 3 minutes ago it was near Hollis Creek, and we'll be approaching Clara in about the next 15 minutes. Is Clara in our viewing area?
Yeah, Clara is right there.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It is only about a couple of minutes away from Clara. So on the current path, it'll get to Clara around 8:45. And if it holds together, I think it's going to go south of Waynesboro, but still, it'll be getting close to the city of Waynesboro at 8:53 p.m. Tonight, and then eventually maybe getting towards Robinson Junction and Buckatawna as well. But if you live along, 63 just south of Waynesboro, you need to be in your safe spot right now. They just issued
here's another one.
They just issued a new tornado warning.
It's for Wayne County, I think. Let's see. Central Wayne County and southeastern Mississippi till 9 o'clock. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 9 miles northeast of Ovett, 14 miles north of Richmond, moving northeast at 60. So that thing is traveling fast.
Strong circulation moving through. Yeah, you just said that, and it is moving northeast at 60. So this is a new tornado warning that now includes most of Wayne County right now. It's actually going to include Waynesboro as well. So this right here, I'm gonna draw it on here because there's two warnings for the same county. It's not for the same storm. Remember when we went to Polygon Base, they went away from that. So basically that blue area right here, this is the new tornado warning. This is going to include Stringford. This is going to include Whistler. This is going to include Waynesboro. This is going to include Waynesboro. So Waynesboro now need to be in your safe spot right now. And it is moving northeast at about 55 to 60 miles per hour. So Hollis Creek, that's where it is right now. Whistler, Clara, 8:47. It'll be getting to Waynesboro at 8:54. Boyce at 8:57. And should it hold together, I think it's going to go just south, but it included it. Hiwanee at 9 p.m. tonight. So